The checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.
More than 700,000 people received subsistence allowance in 2025, accounting for 17.9% of Georgia's population, according to the preliminary data from the National Statistics Office of Georgia. Of these, 240,000 individuals belonged to households where at least one member was involved in a state employment program, which has now been discontinued as of 2026. Under the new rules, no additional beneficiaries will be added, while those already employed under the program will be allowed to complete a 4-year transition period. Compared to 2024, the number of people receiving assistance increased by 5%, although the share of beneficiaries in the total population slightly declined from 18.1% to 17.9%. This indicates a modest shift in the overall distribution of social assistance despite higher absolute numbers. In February, Health Minister Mikhail Sarjoladze announced a large-scale reassessment of socially vulnerable households aiming to reduce the rapidly growing number of beneficiaries. The government currently spends over 71 million lari per month on subsistence allowance and acknowledges that not all registered recipients are truly in need of state support. Georgia has approved a wide-ranging set of amendments aiming at improving road safety following analysis of high accident and fatality rates on the country's roads. The changes significantly increase fines for common violations and introduce stricter penalty point deductions for drivers. Key offenses now carry higher penalties. Improper vehicle maneuvering will cost 100 lari and 20 penalty points, while speeding 15 or 40 km/h over the limit is also set at 100 lari. Seatbelt violations and mobile phone use while driving are now fined at 50 lari, with additional points deducted from the licenses. Stricter rules also apply to parking, drifting and repeat violations. Illegal parking in major cities and resort areas will cost 500 or 100 lari depending on location, while dangerous drifting can result in a 500 lari fine and license suspension. Repeated risky driving offenses carry up to 300 lari fines and heaviest point deductions. The new rules also target bus lane misuse, pavement driving and stopping near fire hydrants. Bus lane violations now range for 100 to 300 lari with up to 30 penalty points, while driving on pavements or obstructing emergency access can result in fines of 200 lari, along with towing of vehicles. Health Minister Mikhail Sarjoladze told Parliament that Georgia's reference pricing reform has significantly reduced medicine costs, saving citizens over 800 million lari between 2023 and 2025. He said prices for some drugs dropped by 80% and in certain cases by more than 90%. The reform covers over 7,500 pharmaceutical products, with average consumer savings estimated at around 40% compared to pre-reform pricing levels. The minister said this has had a major impact on household healthcare spending. Sarjoladze also noted expanded state support for vulnerable groups, including pensioners and people with disabilities, through subsidized medication programs for chronic illness. He dismissed opposition criticisms over pensioners' drug costs, stating that essential treatments are already covered by state programs and provided at significantly reduced prices. Prime Minister Kobakhidze says fuel prices in Georgia cannot be controlled solely by the government, as they are primarily driven by international market conditions. He linked the recent price increase to the ongoing crisis in the Middle East. Responding to a journalist's question on whether the government plans to measures such as reducing excise taxes to ease fuel costs, Kobakhidze said such steps alone would not resolve the issue. He urged that global price shocks limit what individual countries can do. According to the Prime Minister, current fuel prices on international markets are at record levels due to the regional crisis. He expressed hope that the situation in Middle East would stabilize soon. Kobakhidze added that once the crisis ends, fuel prices are expected to decline globally, which would also be reflected in Georgia's domestic market. The liquefied petroleum gas industry is asking Tbilisi City Hall for formal dialogue and transition period to comply with newly enforced safety standards. The LPG Association says companies are ready to install underground tanks but need time, permits and coordination with authorities. Association head Nika said that although the regulation has been under discussion since 2020, operators were not clearly informed that it would directly apply to LPG stations. He added that recent fines issued by the municipal inspection came without prior consultation. Underground infrastructure requires multiple permits and zoning approvals, as well as ordering equipment from manufacturers, a process that takes alone 3 or 4 months. The sector estimates full compliance across all stations could take 12 or 18 months. Hoferia stressed that companies are willing to invest but need an agreed implementation plan with the municipality, noting that the changes cannot be carried out overnight. Tbilisi City Hall has once again announced tenders for the rehabilitation of Rustaveli Avenue with the combined value of 3 separate contracts reaching nearly 17 million lari. The works cover different sectors of the city's central boulevard. According to the tender documentation, 6.7 million lari is allocated for the section from Besiki Street to Freedom Square, 4.9 million lari from the stretch from Merani Shopping Center to Besiki Street, and 5.1 million lari from the section from Rustaveli Street to Merani. The procurement was announced on April 28, with bids to be submitted between May 8 or 11. This marks the third attempt to move forward with the project after earlier tenders either being postponed or failing due to the lack of bidders. Regionally, the municipality had planned a larger scale 28 million lari rehabilitation project in 2025, but it was postponed. A later 12.3 million lari tender also failed when no companies submitted proposals, prompting officials to relaunch the process again.
The Checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.